Speed isn't just an asset, it's your greatest weapon as a fast bowler. We run a 20-week fast bowling program, and we split that into smaller phases with general preparation, which focuses a lot more on general athleticism, making people be able to move better. We then move into our specific preparation. Everything that we do here has a purpose. At PaceLab, we don't just train you, we craft a personalised roadmap for your success. Our aim is to help young, aspiring quicks to reach their full potential.
PaceLab is a complete training system. It's a training system that covers the 4 coactive models of technical work, tactical work, physical work, and the psychological elements. It has 10 governing principles, and one of the main principles is the principle of peculiarities. We look at the individual themselves and the understanding that everyone has their own style. We don't judge on style, but then it's technique, how they look, the shapes they hit when they bowl, and the mechanics, the inner mechanism is what's going to change the way they bowl.
It's quite nice in terms of being able to give them that individual feedback and then program their specific program without being a generic, here you go, here's a PDF. We don't just focus on technique and ball speed as well. There's a lot of craft to it. Can we bowl slow balls? Which slow balls can we bowl? Probably the most underrated skill a bowler can do at the moment is, can you simply nail a Yorker? So they're 2 real big skills that we're focused on in terms of craft.
It's very data driven and it's backed by science. So it's incorporating the S&C element as well into fast bowling, which I think nowhere else really does that well. You've had bowlers go from, early 60s to mid 70s, and you've had bowlers go from late 60s to early 80s, and the results are just proof that it does work.
What you're doing here is you're actually building an athlete, so you're building an all-round bowler instead of just 1 or 2 aspects of the bowler. You have people giving their own experience, what they think has worked for them, what hasn't worked for them. So not only are you learning from just the PaceLab coaches, you're learning off each other as well. It promotes a learning environment.
Here we're looking at sprint mechanics, how you hold certain positions, developing the ability to get into those positions, hold those positions, and the players are able to do it in such a way that they're not bombarded with lots of information. Great thing about the link with Middlesex schools cricket is that they're able to actually see them on a pitch and how they can actually play against districts, counties and even national teams. So we're not just developing the player, we're actually seeing what does it actually look like under pressure in different circumstances in tournaments.
PaceLab program is definitely more technical than anything, not just bowling and bowling and bowling, rather doing drills and working on strength work and tendon strengthening. When I started, I was only bowling mid 60s, and now I'm climbing to mid 70s.
I've increased my pace by like 8 miles an hour, and I felt a lot better since the start.
I feel very powerful when I go play cricket outside of PaceLab. They give you a lot of experience and help you build yourself.
If there was one piece of advice that I'd give to young female fast bowlers, I would definitely recommend them to join this academy because it teaches you the different techniques and how to bowl faster and what you need to do.
For Ravani personally, she's just been selected in the main squad for the Beds and Hunts women's cricket, and primarily based on the pace bowling. It demonstrates that while we've had off-season training here, really focused, developed, it's now leading into the good things, which is getting into performance cricket, into the pathways. And I imagine it's the same for most of the kids here, or if not all of them that have attended.
He comes here and I can just see a sort of different energy from him, where he's just really engaged with the programme. I think all the work in between and having that more kind of almost holistic approach to nutrition side of it, talking to them about sort of mindset and well-being as well, I think all of that really adds to it.
Coaches are always really easy to get hold of. We also get a lot of content through the teams. There's lots of data that we get to review. If you just want to have a chat with someone on WhatsApp or the phone, people really are available anytime.
So if you have any questions about PaceLab, the PaceLab fast bowling program, just send us a message. Reach out and get you started on your journey to being an improved fast bowler, more accurate, more robust, using data, science-driven methods that will help you bowl faster.